and welcome to another sewing tutorial. My name is Petra and today we will make together this overall which I named an Oslo. This overall is the most comfortable overall I ever had and it can be classy but also casual. And before we start sewing, let me show you everything we will need to make this piece of clothing. A fabric and a thread in a similar color. I'm using linen and I would also recommend to use this fabric for this project. Next, we will need a zipper, a seam ripper, fabric pencil, pins, measuring tape, scissors, a sewing machine, an iron, and lastly, the sewing pattern itself and a tape. I will link below a website where you can download the sewing pattern from, and now we can move on to the printing of the pattern. Once you get your pattern, you'll receive 4 documents. One of them is the instructional material. You don't need to print this one, but I would recommend to read it anyway, as it should include all the essential information, including the size table. There are 3 different available formats: A0, A4 and the US letter. Select the one that is the most suitable for you. A0, unless you have a special printer, can be only printed in a copy shop. US letter format is mostly used in the US, and A4 is the most common format used, for instance, in the Europe. I'm printing my pattern in A4. When printing the pattern, I would recommend to print the first page first and make sure that the scale is set to 100%. Once printed, measure the square and make sure that it has 5 cm or 2 inches, and then print the rest of the pages. Working with the pattern should be quite easy, as this pattern is trimless. We will be using the dotted lines as a guideline, as well as the indicators in each corner. The indicators should navigate us towards the next page. Look for matching numbers and letters, and simply lay the paper on top of them, directly on the dotted line. Continue the process until you run out of the paper, and then tape it together and cut it based on your size. Fold the fabric in half with the good sides facing, and by the good side I mean the side of the fabric that will be visible once you wear it. Pin the pattern and the fabric together before cutting. 1 cm of a sewing allowance is already included, so you can just cut directly alongside the pattern. While cutting the pieces, you will also notice a small notch. Use a pencil to draw a small mark on your fabric to know where exactly the notch is. Once done, we will start with the back main piece. Place the 2 back pieces together with the good sides facing and match the edges. If you were cutting the fabric in one go as I did, you can just keep them as is. Pin this part together, and now we will sew with a straight line the whole area. Set up your sewing machine and make sure that you select the straight line stitching from the stitching options. Put the pinned part under the needle and make sure there is a 1 cm of a sewing allowance in between the needle and the end of the fabric. Don't forget to do some back and front stitching on the beginning as well as on the end to secure the seams and sew with a straight line. Once done, grab the front main parts and again match them together with the good sides facing and pin this part together. Sew with a straight line. Next, position the front main piece with the good side facing us and the bad side facing the table, and put on top of it the back main piece, but this time with the good side facing down and the bad side facing you. Match the crotch area, more specifically the hems. And from there, pin the inside all the way down on both of the sides, just like this. And then sew with a straight line all the way. Once done, we will add the pockets. Still with the good side facing us, position the top of the pocket directly on the notch and pin it together. Make sure you are pinning the pocket only to one layer of the fabric. Do the same also on the other pocket piece, but make sure you are matching it with the first pocket piece, so they are both at the same position. Repeat also on the other side. Now, sew with a straight line one by one until you sew all 4 pocket pieces to one layer of the fabric. And next, press the pockets out flat like this. To finish this part, match the edges and pockets and pin the entire area including the pockets like this. We will sew with a straight line all the way and around the pockets. Just make sure that the good sides are still facing and the bad side is facing us as well as the table. Once you reach the pockets area, you can simply lift the foot, make the turn and then continue. This will make it easier to make the turn. Now, I would recommend to iron the seams open. In fact, I would recommend to always iron the seams open, as the final product then looks much cleaner, nicer and professional. Use your overlock machine or change the setting on your sewing machine to any zigzag option and overlock the sides now. When overlocking on your sewing machine, try to sew in a way that one zig goes inside of the fabric and the other one slightly out. Next, we will work on the upper part. Fold and pin the outside, starting on the hem approximately half a centimeter and then fold it again. This will ensure nice and clean finish. Repeat the same also on the other side and sew with a straight line. Grab the neckline pieces and match them with the good sides facing. Pin this part and sew with a straight line. Match the neckline piece with the neckline area with the good sides facing and pin it together. And again, sew with a straight line. Once you reach the edge, you can lift the foot to make the turn easier. Now, we basically need to iron it down and flip it to the bad side, just like this. Feel free to overlock the neckline pieces now. With the good sides facing, position the straps on the neckline. Straps should be wider than the neckline on the main piece, therefore make sure you position it in the middle, so you have the same amount of leftover on both of the sides. Also, the pointers on the end of the straps should be facing. Sew the strap with the main piece together with a straight line. You can now cut the leftover fabric and overlock the seams. As a next step, with the bad side facing us, fold the sides twice. Fold as much as you need to make it equal with the neckline. And then sew again with the straight line. Next, we will apply the zipper. Turn the overall with the bad side out and with the back facing us. The zipper will be positioned on the back, right in the middle. Position the zipper right on the seams that we previously did. The top of the zipper can be placed 1.5 or 2 centimeters from the top. Pin it to one layer of the fabric, and we will sew from the top, then turn close to the bottom and we go back up again. To make it easier, you can move the zipper by opening it or closing it, so it's not in your way. Now, open the seams. Just make sure that you stop before you reach the end of the zipper. And with the bed side facing us, fold the fabric and then fold it again, so we ensure a nice and clean finish. And next, again sew with a straight line. Now would be the time to try the overall on. Make sure everything fits well and also identify how much shorter the overall should be. Overlock all the seams and lastly, on the bottom part, fold the fabric up and then fold it again. Fold as much as you need depending on your height. Sew with a straight line both of the legs. And just like that, the overall is done. I hope you had fun while sewing, and I also hope that you will really enjoy wearing it. In the case you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.